Now this is a very emotional film. Let's jump into it. Seven Pounds is directed by Gabriele Muccino and is written by Grant Niaporte. I'm pretty sure I messed up his name, but so now this came out in 2008 and is released by Columbia Pictures, a Sony company. And the plot of this movie is that a life-shattering secret torments the life of Ben Thomas, whose actual real name is Tim. In order to find redemption, he sets out to change the lives of seven strangers. Over the course of this journey, he meets and falls in love with a cardiac patient named Emily, who needs a heart because she's dying of heart failure. And in so doing, he complicates his mission of what he's planning to do. Now, I have to say 7 Pounds is pretty emotional. So I have to say now, this the beginning of this movie set the tone for what movie I was getting myself into. And watching this movie was so emotional. I didn't cry, but it was painfully emotional. But I have to say that the script is solid. The script is good. A good script was written here. Will Smith's performance is Tim, aka Ben. He is amazing. He's amazingly well done. And I think that he does a very amazing job. He plays the character so amazingly well that he blew me away watching it. And this is Will Smith's best movie, and I was surprised that he didn't get an Academy Award nomination. And this movie was on its way to getting Oscar nominations, but it didn't. This is why Will Smith, I think, deserves an Oscar nomination. And Michael Ealy, very good as the brother Ben. Him and Will Smith have great chemistry on screen. And this is what happens. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, know what? This is going to be spoiler filled. We do see his character at the Ben. He's an IRS field agent. So Tim steals his brother's identification and puts his picture over Ben's and identifies himself by his brother's name and uses Ben's privileges to check out the financial backgrounds of further potential candidates because he donates parts to other people. Now, so yeah, Rosario Dawson as Emily is very great. He's very amazingly well done, and he's just awesomely. She did a good job. Her and Will Smith also had great chemistry together. And I like the house that Will Smith lives in at the beginning of the film. The little flower house. Madison Pettis is in this movie, but she plays Connie's daughter. Woody Harrelson is great too. He plays Ezra. He's the blind man. And yeah, Barry Pepper plays Dan Morris. He's Tim's friend, and he's the executor of his will. I don't think this movie is a love story. This movie is an emotional film. And Will Smith, he plays the character quietly and rather introverted person who does not burn himself out at every possible instance. And so I really did like it. The score by Angelo Milli is very great. One of the best scores I've ever heard. And one song I listened to from the score is it plays throughout the whole sequence with Will Smith at the end. And we do see what happens at the end. He sends a text message while driving, veers across the center line oncoming traffic, and he causes a multi-car crash with 7 people dying, including his own wife. Ken Anderson, Nicole Anderson, Allie Anderson, Ed Rice, Stephen Phillips, Monica Freeman, and Sarah Jensen. Yeah. And so he picks 7 people to choose. And so what happens is we see Tim, Will Smith's character, he does what he has to do, and he donates his heart to Rosario Dawson's character. And when it gets to the part where Will Smith dies, it's very emotional, especially if you're listening to the song as they're playing with the choir singing. The direction of this film is pretty well done. Gabriele Muccino, who also directed Will Smith's other film, To Pursue Happiness, was also very good with it. And I think that 7 Pounds has become a highly misunderstood, Will Smith's most underrated film since its release. There are some people who love this film. There are some people who actually hate this movie, and Rotten Tomatoes has it at 27. At least that movie has a higher score, unlike the next movie I'll be jumping right into, and that is a psychological thriller, Hide and Seek, with Robert De Niro and Dakota Fanning. But yeah, the movie, it does have some parts of the movie that's too emotional for younger kids. So I'm gonna give this movie my first ever Rainbow Seal of Approval. Rainbow Seal of Approval. So if you haven't seen this film, check it out. It's a very great film. So let me know in the comments below what you think of 7 Pounds. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And if you hate it, leave your comments explaining why you hate it. Because this is Will Smith's one of his best movies and one of his best performances yet. I'm out.